Picasso. At the end of the day, Crystal never clocks out from being a pal. But she does have to clock back in at the food mart. Hey, drop it! That's a good doggy. Tomodachi life, living the dream.
Hey cuties, what's up? We are here today with another Nintendo Direct. It's been a while since we've had one of these, right? There's a new thing that they're doing here is having like commercials essentially playing up until the video actually starts. They've never done that before. I figured I'd start a couple minutes early. I usually do that, right? So we can like talk about what's probably going to show up. I don't know. This one's supposed to be 50 minutes, which apparently hasn't happened since we talked about Smash a long time ago. Was it 2021? So I guess we'll see what shows up here. Smash would be amazing. Also 30 seconds already. I was not ready for that. I didn't think it was going to start so soon. Yeah, I don't know what's going to show up. Maybe Smash, maybe again, anything. I literally have no idea what could show up today. What's with the... oh, there. So like the audio is like peaking over there. RP to M, so we might have some M stuff. Hopefully there's not going to be like a huge Star Fox segment, because we already know Star Fox is coming, right? So if they devote most of this 50 minutes to Star Fox and then all the treehouse of Star Fox, that can be pretty rough.
Hello everyone, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
Just the Switch? Switch 1? That's really going to upset people. I mean, it obviously means you can play it on the Switch 2 too, right? But it's just WarioWare, I'm assuming.
My name is Lowell Miss
Someone mentioned WarioWare game coming.
Show you the rhythm.
I mean, this is Rhythm Heaven as well. Like, I was gonna say Rhythm Heaven as well, but I think did we already know this was coming? I feel like we already knew that a Rhythm Heaven game was being made. Question mark. I mean, Rhythm Heaven is basically just WarioWare with all the weirdness slightly taken away. Question mark. The gross weirdness, at least. Obviously, the game is so weird, right?
It's pretty simple. Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm. 2, 3, 4, now. 2, 3, now. 2, now. 2, 3, now. Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included.
All new?
And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
the kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders.
JRPG?
go forth, magician.
I can't lose.
And use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with BA. BA. And a healing spell with B down A. B down A. Like that.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales to victory.
This is cool, but how long does that actually last, right?
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the lineup.
I think we can like talk over this, right? Because I don't know if anyone cares too much about this. Well, there's some people out here who are probably losing their freaking minds, obviously, but with multiplayer, That's probably going to make people lose their mind, I guess. There being multiplayer.
Players can enjoy dedicated
Cool.
rhythm games.
Local.
Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock.
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the dot.
Emily got the snack.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play.
Again, it said local play, not online, because they couldn't have been any like backwards, right? It's
System, July
a Nintendo Switch 1 game and it doesn't have online,
now on Nintendo eShop.
doubling down on being backward.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything they could show that would actually excite me, right? Because I don't have a Switch 2. If I had a Switch 2, maybe. But since I don't, I'm just like, I don't really care.
Longer for its release.
If Smash shows up, well then, sure, we'll lose it.
Coming to Nintendo Switch.
Okay, thank you for just...
Some games that will also be available.
Doesn't matter. Thank you for only having one Switch 1 only game. Thank you.
Master the way of the sword.
That's Onimusha or something? I don't know what this is.
Let's see your best today.
Onimusha.
It is Onimusha.
A new entry in the sword play action series is slashing onto Nintendo Switch 2.
Does it say new
Era Kyoto has been overrun by monsters.
game, or did everyone already know this?
Now, Miyamoto Musashi must prove himself beyond measure. Parry. Deflect. And the powerful counterattack Isen. Master these techniques to strike down the enemies in your path. Oni armaments are also at your disposal to turn the tides of battle.
I mean, the game looks okay. Obviously, it looks a bit blurry because it's
You can use Joy-Con 2 motion controls to
streaming. I don't have it at a high resolution either, but
intertwine. Will you
you can still see a little bit of the crust. The fact that this is on the Switch 2.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword launches on Nintendo
See if I can
Switch 2, September
set this to 720.
Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th. Pre-orders begin later.
Just trying to get it to be
Your unwritten epic begins.
updated. Is it Monster Hunter or a Dragon Dogma 2? Okay, that's what I thought.
Is heading to Nintendo Switch 2.
Had to be something like that.
Are the Arisen, a hero burdened with the fate of slaying the dragon who has taken your heart. In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma,
Isn't that the same thing that happens in 1 or no?
Norgan
It's the same thing? Or is that just 2?
then appraise them to reveal new weapons, armor, or skills. With these arms at the ready, take down powerful monsters in this single-player action RPG adventure. From a fighter specializing in close-range combat to a mage skilled in spell casting, choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3 pawns, custom companions who act on their own. When taking on massive monsters, you can climb them to strike their weak points. Fighting alongside your pawns is key to victory. In a world between dark and light, embark on an adventure and tell a
Oh,
tale.
what was that frame rate?
What fate awaits the Arisen and their pawns? Dragon's Dogma 2.
October 9th. So, I mean, it's an old game, right?
Nintendo Switch 2, October 9th.
Onimusha might not be a new game. Dragon Dogma 2 is definitely an old game, so...
Games
Is it just going to be ports, essentially?
has been driven to the brink of annihilation.
Stellar Blades? Yeah, is it just all ports today? So port, port, port again? So 3 ports in a row?
And reclaim the planet. Engage
It's appropriate, though, since Stellar Blade 2 was just announced.
and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new skills. Then strategically deploy them to fit the situation. Can you save humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
This year. No title. This is something that's been announced before. This just looks really cool. The art style is like Chef's Kiss, right? This like 70s, 80s anime style.
Melt ice to make a path. Activate devices in time with the beat. Escape from incoming enemies and more. Brave the dangers ahead in your voyage through the stars. 2 players can also work together locally or online using game share.
Okay, do you have online gameplay?
Overcome the crisis of the cosmos. Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system September 3rd.
Sure.
Pre-orders begin later.
Again, aesthetics are 10 out of 10.
Journey through the glade of dreams in this bold
This was just announced.
and legends. When a shadowy villain starts spreading corruption, it's up to Rayman and his friends.
Did they say this? Like, did Ubisoft allegedly say that if this game sells well, they'll make a new Rayman? Because this is just a remake, right? For like the 8,000th time?
And enjoy more added content. Up to 4 players can go out on a limb in local co-op. You can also play a revamped version of Kung Fu using game share locally or online. Rayman Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2 October 1st.
Sure.
It's a great day for a big walk.
I've seen these guys before. Obits or some, I don't know, a big walk. They look like something from another game.
Adventure. Set off through a peaceful world
Is this friend slap?
with challenges, puzzles, and
Bad frame rate there.
to discover. Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find your way around. Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch.
Yeah, this seems like this is just friend slap, right?
Figure out new methods of communicating if you're in a pickle.
You know, like, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Well, Repo for one, and then
And if you're not quite
Lethal Company, that's the other one.
just relax.
There's been so many of these, like, friends like Peak's also. This is probably close to the Peak. Except maybe more casual.
Something from a friend and kick it into the ocean. You know, the usual stuff. You can also use mouse controls or hang out with friends using cross-platform play. After all, spending quality time together is the best part of a big walk. Stroll on to
August.
Nintendo Switch 2, August 4th. Season the Seas.
Don't know what this is. I mean, it could be anything with the pixel art. Oh, it's a One Piece? A One Piece pixel game? What the heck?
Floating restaurant with the Straw Hat Crew.
So a One Piece game devoted to Sanji. Literally, you couldn't have picked a worse character. Right? I hate Sanji
Decorated to
with a
your
passion. Question mark. So it's like, oof, yeah, let's make a whole game dedicated to Sanji.
By searching for and collecting ingredients, you'll expand your menu offerings. Use devil fruit abilities to prepare piping hot steaks. Or whip up tongue-tingling tauntaun noodles. You can make all sorts of delicious dishes.
It's not just cozy game, but One Piece slapped on top of it.
And expand it to attract even more customers. Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Get ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet, sailing onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems
Meh.
October 23rd.
Yeah, so far nothing really crazy, right? Oh, we got DLC for this. I mean, I do want this game. I specifically haven't watched anyone play it because I do want it, but potentially may never get a Switch 2. We're gonna get Underwater. Was Underwater a thing before? I feel like this was not a thing. Underwater update.
Keep adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore the world.
Okay, must be new then. That's cool.
Free update.
Underwater is always something I want in video games.
Enjoy life with Pokemon living under the sea.
How did it not have dive to begin with?
Plant
Right?
grass, build structures, and expand your towns underwater. This free update is scheduled to release
August.
August 2026.
Oh, we have until August to try to get a Switch 2 and Pokopia.
And there's more. The Pokemon Pokopia expansion pass.
Of course.
DLC
Give us more money.
on the way. Discover discover a brand new town, Bubbly Basin. There you'll find new furniture, new outfits, and new friends. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
The expansion. Okay, I was gonna say you can buy it right now.
Will launch at a later date. Look out for more details in the future.
Purple. Whatever that is. Yeah, that was cool. Again, the game I do actually really want if I have a Switch to. This is Wind and Water. Akoi Tecmo.
We hope you're looking forward to more
Or is that was just showing you? Pokopia. What is that thing called? I don't think it's Manaphy. It's like something close to that.
Take a look at this.
Is this...
Is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods. The capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games.
Yeah, it's what you call it. I don't know why I can't think of what it's called. Fire Emblem. We haven't seen this in a while.
Across the land have gathered to participate.
I mean, this is nothing new, right? We knew this game was coming. We just don't know when. Question mark. Yeah, Fortune's Weave.
The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai, a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland. And Lida, a musician with her sights set on revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave their own unique tale.
Passed to me, Blade.
Between matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways. Hone your techniques at the training grounds.
I'm figuring it out.
Recruit.
What exactly would that do, right? Are you just gaining extra stats or XP when you go to the training room?
Walls to gain experience.
Of course, something that I'm not really interested in either. Right? Because I tried the last Fire Emblem. So I was renting the game, and I was like, I just only played it a few times, and I was like, I'm done. You just sent it back, right? Look, it's something I should want to play, but I just don't. So I do like tactics kind of games, right?
Using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
We look upon the promised one
Oh yeah, and then Sothis is here for some reason too.
and guide the living to salvation.
How did it feel to upheave the world? Begone from us, the darkest dark.
Oh, not too long.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th. Alongside the standard edition, there will be a special...
Sure, again, not that really interested in this, because again, I've tried to play the other one with like Toothpaste Chan, what was it called? Crest Chan, what was her name? I don't remember what her name was, but Toothpaste character, right? And couldn't really get too far through that. Wait, Ninjala 2? How is this game still alive, by the way? Or whatever the thing's called. Because I'm pretty sure they're still, to this day... Why do you pronounce it Ninjala? Ninjala 2?
After accidentally
Again, how? This I didn't see out of nowhere. This is actually surprising. Because I keep thinking, how are these people still making like episodes for their anime? Because this has an anime. Like Ninjala has an anime.
use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this
And they're still out here
in search of clues to get back home.
posting episodes like
You can also also blow a bubble.
like a decade after the game came out.
Defeat enemies blocking your path with weapons crafted from ninja gum.
So they just turned the game into just PvE, right? Because Ninjala is a PvP game. It's basically just what, like Splatoon.
Powerful attacks. Additionally, up to 4 ninja can team up in local or online multiplayer to chew through tough battles. The first part of Ninjala 2.
What do you mean the first part? That's a weird statement.
Exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system next spring.
Yeah, the Ninjala 1 is exclusive, so again, I don't know where they're getting this money from to keep making an anime and to make a second game.
Switch 2, the limited time DK Challenge event. Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available with Nintendo Classics. By completing them, you can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards. And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges. Try out ones geared for beginners, or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch. Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection.
And what are you doing with the cards, though?
The access via the Nintendo Switch Online.
Is that supposed to be achievements? They're trying out achievements? It says limited time only.
Starting later today.
So I don't even know what that means. Like, are the cards going to go away once it goes away as well?
Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island, and Emerald Rush paid DLC.
Yeah, I forgot it even already had DLC.
With Super Mario Brothers is breaking through. Enjoy outfits for DK and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi. Plus, there are coins, super mushrooms, question blocks, and more. Experience Emerald Rush as you've never seen it before with a Super Mario Brothers twist. This limited time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves, with the first wave beginning later today.
Sure. I don't know if anyone is really going to boot up Bonanza again, but maybe.
From the creators of
Is this vampire, what you call it? Crawlers? Like it's what it's called. Domain expansion, freaking Jujutsu Kaisen?
From the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon. Cast
Really?
a spell onto Nintendo
They're just making Vampire Survivors, but for the
players can
Jujutsu Kaisen?
the top spot in this Survivors Royale.
I would have never seen that coming. Like, what do you mean, Jujutsu Kaisen? Vampire Survivors?
Take down enemies on your own map to earn points. Each time you earn 100 points, you can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players. The match culminates in a head-to-head final battle between the top 2
Oh yeah, I'm just barely realizing this is Battle Royale Vampire Survivors.
20 characters from the Jujutsu
We just have to make everything a Battle Royale, right?
unlocked just by playing. Battle on
Everything's a Battle Royale.
near and far, or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents. Exorcise curses, dominate rivals, and rise to the top. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble.
I do like the Vampire Survivor type games, even though I haven't really played them too much. The problem with this is I don't like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Are you up for the challenge in these games? Brutal, unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo.
What is this? I mean, obviously a Dark Souls-like game, so yeah, Lords of the Fallen too.
Devours all in its
So another port.
only one kingdom endures.
How long has this been going for? 20 minutes? We still have like another half an hour.
Of humanity. Master brutal melee
I
combat.
wonder if they're going to spend like half an hour talking about Star Fox or some sort of crazy game they announced out of nowhere.
Test your mettle against towering abominations on your journey across the realms of the living and the dead. A hero must rise for a god to fall. Lords of the Fallen 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall.
Is this Liza P2?
World based on the story of Pinocchio in
Yep.
Lies of P.
Oh no, it's the original Liza P.
Under siege.
Another port. Another Dark Souls port after just showing another Dark Souls type port.
While confronting your own humanity.
Just get all the Dark Soul clones on the Switch too.
Arms that allow you to swap between different.
Because wasn't there another one earlier on too? Well, not necessarily, right? I don't think Onimusha is necessarily Dark Souls, but maybe some people might see it that way.
Lies of P Complete Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The most recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2.
Isn't this actually not that long ago? This is actually really old game at this point.
As you fight off hordes of demons and epic bosses, pull off stylish attacks, dodges, and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills. Enjoy thrilling, high-octane combat at 60 frames per second in both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus, additional content such as battle tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter
June 23rd.
launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 23rd.
Again, another port, an old port, honestly, right? Because this old game pretty old, like 5-6 years. I don't know how old it is.
A mystical era deep in Japan's
So it's just like the ports direct.
determined to forge their own destinies.
This might be new.
Runaway ninja named Kisuke.
We still have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit.
You've sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
An action RPG for the ages. What fate awaits those who wield the demon blades?
Muramasa.
Masa, Revenant blades.
This looks cool. Next year, though.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles.
What about X? Where's X? Where's Xenoblade Chronicles X? Hello?
Games run at 60 frames per second with 4K resolution in TV mode or
Or maybe X is already on Switch 2. I don't know.
in-game cutscenes also have enhanced resolution and frame rate. Not only that,
X? What is this? What, you just gave them?
travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game.
No, let's just add.
Blades to fight mercenary squad battles in the second.
Don't know what that is.
And put your strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third.
It's a little bit of extra content in each game. Well, the first one isn't really content, right? It's just the ability to ride around on a hover bike.
More details will be revealed at a later date.
What about Xenoblade Chronicles X? Literally the best Xenoblade ever made. Hello.
Digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the Upgrade Pack will be available later today. The physical version launches on July 30th. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on screen.
What about X?
Xenoblade Chronicles games are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions.
Again, I don't know if X already has a Nintendo Switch 2 version, but X is literally the best one.
A new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin.
What? Xeno 4?
From the game.
Did they just kind of not that greatly say there's a Xeno 4? Or how about X2? Has a art style to it specifically. It's not going for the high quality. It's going for more of a painted look.
その力を自在に振るう騎士だった。
この剣の名に恥じぬよう精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ小石。騎士の力を増幅させるだけでなく、そのものの行動や思いも刻みます。これからのあなたの学院生活のすべてがその石と共にあると思ってください。今日の訓練
It's got those big expansive areas that it's known for. But this is much more fantasy, right? None of the others are very fantasy. Or they at least have a lot of tech to them. This seems very fantasy.
見つけてみない？
So I feel like this shouldn't be called Xeno 4. That's gonna be some sort of other Xeno. We might be done with like a Xeno Blade, ever changing to something else, right? Because it was like Xeno Gears back in the day. Then it was Xeno Blade. I guess we need like a new term. Xeno Magica or something. I don't know. I was like thinking of like what they were trying to call this. Xeno Magi. It doesn't have like a good name to it, but something like that. Don't say Xeno 4 because it doesn't make any sense.
行ってまいります。
ここは6つの太陽に照らし出された大地。
Is this on a halo? Why is it curved like that? Is this a halo? A halo environment? I don't know what it's called in Halo. The Halo ring? No, it's still Xenoblade. Genesis. So fantasy setting, possibly actually still kind of spacey, because that architecture doesn't make sense unless they're in like a ring in space.
What kind of story do you think will be told? Please look forward to future updates.
I feel like they should change the name to a different suffix.
Please take a look at this.
Welcome to Woohoo Island.
Oh, we have Wii Sports Resort? I thought this was going to be Tenses. Yes. Sports Resort. That's hype.
Use the Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets.
Uh-oh, they're using the new Miis that everyone hates, even though I think they're fine. Okay, so we got table tennis, we got archery, we got wave racing. Come on, guys, 12? 12 in 2026, that's it? 12? You couldn't have that be like 100?
For the knockout in boxing. Make quick shots.
So table tennis, boxing, wave racing, archery.
Center of the target and let that arrow fly in archery. Enjoy rallies.
Tennis, which was already in Wii Sports or Nintendo Switch Sports. This was also in Nintendo Sports, so you're kind of just bowling. Also in Nintendo Sports, you're just reusing the same games from the last one. Also was in the last one. Come on, guys, you're like literally half of your games are just reused. Golf as well. Oh my god. It was cool until now. Now it's just like, oh my god, this is trash. Thumb wrestling. This is weird. The perspective is weird. Skateboarding. Okay, now I'm back in.
In skateboarding. Steer with
power cruising. What about flying around the island? Okay, yeah, there it is. Prop plane. There had to be something to fly around.
Plus,
jump rope.
For these sports with jump rope, you can create and play as a sportsmate or Mii character.
Well, I mean, it's the new proportions just with a Mii head attached to it. You know, like half of these games are just reused from Nintendo Switch Sports.
On Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort launches exclusively on the Nintendo
Of course. October 22nd.
Pre-orders begin later today on
This is cool and not cool at the same time.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We showed
It better be $20.
But since we have the opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
Before the match, let's go over the rules. Hold down your opponent's thumb for 3 seconds, and you'll win. If yours gets pinned, just shake the controller to break free. And if you keep your thumb held down, it'll get bigger and stronger.
Okay, that makes sense.
You'll need this to claim victory.
Okay, they're using gloves because like their hands are like freakishly huge and gross, but
just like this.
It's actually a prosthetic you have to put on.
Let's have a good match. Oh, got him right away. Oh, they broke free. All right. Let's try this. Oh, we bumped thumbs. Oh.
It's always weird having this, like, talked over, right?
Oh, they broke free again. You have
Like
to.
having like, the English person talking over.
No, wait. Whew.
This just feels so weird.
Okay, thumb started to sparkle, and the nail got bigger. Hold on a second. That's not how it's supposed to go. It's okay. Everything is fine.
Looks like the thumbs reset. Yeah. Again, it's so freaking weird to hear the English over the, like, just dubbed over. It's so cringe. He can't.
Ah. I lost. Please wait a little longer for Nintendo Switch Sports Resort.
Again, it's half cool, half disappointing. So it's just, I guess it's just a nice disappointing announcements.
The world of RuneScape.
Yeah, I thought this might have been that RuneScape game. This is already on PC.
On the forgotten continent.
So this is another port.
Explore a land infused with magic and uncover.
Seems like they've added more to this since the first time I've seen it.
In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall, amongst the ruins of fallen civilizations. On your expedition, harness the land's transformative magic to gather resources, craft gear, and build shelter. Then, step into battle, forge weapons, sharpen your skills, and face the danger that awaits. Survive the wilds, unveil lost secrets, and challenge dragons in RuneScape Dragon Wilds.
September.
Nintendo Switch 2, September 15th.
We have about like 13 minutes left.
Get on board for these games. Customize your
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
in the adorable world
Or something else. Party, so the party, a Mario Party version of Hello Kitty.
with over 40 character-themed mini-games and several board games.
The people will buy this just because it's Hello Kitty and it's a party game.
40 Sanrio characters to meet.
140. I mean, that's good.
You can choose from 16 partner characters.
Nintendo couldn't even fathom putting 140 characters into a game,
Launches
into any of their games.
Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch, October 29th.
So let's get down there.
Star Fox, of course. Of course, we're going to talk about Star Fox.
Blast off for adventure.
Good Star Fox is always going to be cool, but again, no Switch 2.
Fate of the galaxy begins.
Granted, I haven't played 64, which, I mean, is probably a good thing, right? Because this would be the first time if I ever end up playing this. I've only played the first one a lot. I put a lot of time into the first game on the Super Nintendo, and I put a lot of time / have beaten Star Fox Adventures on Dinosaur Island or whatever, Dinosaur Planet. Love Dinosaur Planet. So nothing too interesting has showed up here. Probably we'll skip the treehouse and just end after the direct is over. Because I couldn't possibly talk about anything too interesting, right? I mean, this looks cool, but that's another HD 2D.
Fantasy game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance.
Meaning literally the first Final Fantasy?
This is Lapis, a vast world that has prospered through the power of crystals. But after the invasion of the Veritas,
And these cutscenes are kind of cool.
lies on the brink of annihilation. Now Rain, a knight of Grand
Chocobo.
must journey across the realm with his companions to stop the Veritas.
Oh, we got Magitech stuff, even back here. Yeah, I don't know if this is what
Final Fantasy
Why?
heroes from other worlds.
Why are you able to just summon Cloud?
Can you
Is this not the first? Or is it just the first Final Fantasy in Live 2D? I don't think it necessarily means this is the first Final Fantasy, like a remake of the first game in HD 2D.
and Nintendo Switch systems, October 20th.
I'm guessing this is just a new Final Fantasy, a new HD 2D Final Fantasy.
Whimsical world is waiting. Pikuniku returns in a new 3D puzzle exploration adventure. What do giant fruit, malevolent robot frogs, and an all-powerful potato have in common? Nothing. Other than a shadowy conspiracy, of course. Meet a cavalcade of curious characters, each with their own problems and puzzles to solve. But beneath this seemingly happy world lies a sinister plot to squeeze the locals for all they're worth. Time to join the resistance by using Piku's surprising abilities. Help solve the people's problems in surprising and downright oddball ways. Feeling baffled by these affable denizens? Embrace these strange encounters and bring about an ultimate understanding. And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover the secrets of this
Sunflowers.
colorful world.
10 out of 10 game. Yeah, Sunflowers.
Solve and gossip in Pikuniku 2, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year.
Nah. This looks round. Dragon Quests. Dragon Quest Builders, or Dragon Quests. Yeah, the Dragon Quest Pokemon clone, but the second one. The first one's supposed to be really good, so...
Two girls find themselves lost in the kingdom of Witherwood. There, they gain the power to turn monsters into friends.
Where are they going with this, like, planetoid style?
Scout it! Win it over and it'll fight by your side. And that's not all.
Fuses.
Synthesize two monsters to create more powerful allies.
Wonder why they didn't want to use the word fusion.
Take on the most fearsome of foes with a team that's uniquely your own. Adventure is calling, and it's monstrously fun. Dragon Quest Monsters, the Withered World.
I don't know if the first game was called Dragon Quest Monsters, but if it was, I wonder why they went with a planetoid style world like this, where you can see the curve of the world. Is this finally freaking the Dark Souls game, the From Software Switch game? We finally see some of that. This is actually exciting, right? The Dusk Bloods, I think it was called.
On the ancient blood sovereign's honor. We are monsters, each vying for blood.
So this is supposed to be a multiplayer game, so I wonder if these are all different characters you can play.
You're finally here. Worthy spirit.
That woman, that guy, this mouse thing. Closed test? The summer. Cool, too bad there wasn't any more gameplay or something other than that, because that was essentially just them showing what they've shown before.
Upcoming treasure hunting game.
We have 7 minutes left. This might very well be the worst Nintendo Direct ever made. So Splatoon Raiders, or whatever this game's called. Yeah, it's Splatoon Raiders.
Single-player focused adventure. Check out this neat little place. The hideout ship.
Can you decorate it?
There's Deep Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians. And this scrappy individual? That's you. Let's call this handy youth the mechanic. The four of them are using the hideout ship as their hub, hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands. All right, time for a quick dive. Looks like the treasure they're after is at the base of those lights. But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately. The salmonids aren't pushovers either, so you shouldn't go it alone. That's where this comes in, the exploration bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunts and attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height. And even gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this.
What does Shiver and Fry do, though?
In the form of gadgets.
Sure.
There's one that
Again, if I had to switch to, I would play this, obviously, right?
Another that slices through enemies.
See that axe in the previous trailers.
You can use them together. It'd be nice if that made
Beyblades, sick.
So to recap, do not underestimate the salmonids. Yikes, this is tougher than it looks. But the salmonids aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the mechanic, will also get stronger by leveling up. And you can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your playstyle. Oh, looks like time's up. There are even more details to cover in the upcoming Splatoon Raiders Direct.
Oh, there's a Direct on the 30th.
Smart device app Nintendo Today. See the story events leading up to Splatoon Raiders with daily comics ahead of launch. Plus, in collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in Splatoon.
That makes sense. Granted, I haven't touched
Splatoon Raiders.
Splatoon 3 in a few years, you know? Mainly just because I don't have Nintendo Switch Online. So, I mean, I literally can't play Splatoon 3. There's only 4 minutes left, so they literally didn't show anything unless the last 4 minutes are going to have like, oh, here's one last crazy thing. Smash.
We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2 controllers inspired by Deep
Cool.
Cut.
I like those colors together.
Let's see some more headlines.
Headlines? Hello? There's only like 3 minutes left. Well, maybe there's like 5 minutes left. This is, whatchamacallit? Deltarune, yeah. I couldn't think of the name. June 24th.
Awaken your power.
Heed me, O kingless. Whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend.
Why does this look like more
This is the United Kingdom of Ukraine.
oh, it's metaphor. I was like, why does this look like Fire Emblem?
The next king shall be decided by the will of the people. By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the throne begins. As the realm grapples with its first ever election, those vying for the throne put their plans into action. As one of the throne's candidates, you'll travel across the kingdom, forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand in your path.
This battle's ours.
There are monsters roaming this world,
You'll feel this!
as well as other candidates, and strange beasts known as humans. Control your destiny and change the world in Metaphor ReFantazio, launching on the Nintendo Switch 2 system November 12th. Create, explore.
Oh, Minecraft? Is Minecraft not already on Switch 2? There's like a Switch 2, yes, specific Switch 2 version, yeah.
On the way. Dig into your Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2 with support for vibrant visuals. And embark on a journey across a world with enhanced lighting and shadow effects. Plus, Nintendo Switch worlds can be carried over, so you can pick up right where you left off. What will you create next? Minecraft launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
I'm gonna sizzle roll now. What the heck? Freaking Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 was in that sizzle reel for a second. Atelier? Is that a new Atelier game? It must be, right? Because it's 2027, so. Atelier game. Yeah, that's why I said Space Marine 2, like I said. That's cool. Observer. This is a port. This is a horror game. Pretty decent one, right? Unfortunately, I think the main guy who voices in that game passed away at some point since that game came out. I think he was famous too, so that's unfortunate. So I think that's a decent game though. Decent horror game, Observer. Fitness boxing. I don't know who's buying these fitness boxing games. But I mean, they're already on the third one, so someone's out there buying these things. Everbloom, I would assume that's a port. Oh, maybe no. Maybe this game's not out yet, so maybe not. Again, like most of the games here are ports. Wait, was that 14? Hello? Wait. What do you mean Final Fantasy 14? Huh? The MMO, Final Fantasy 14. I didn't think that would be possible. This is what you call it. Kingdom Hearts, of course.
Filled with memorable adventures.
The Final Fantasy 14 thing is weird.
Hearts games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Because isn't there some sort of weird stuff going on with 14 why you can't make any
All sorts of magical allies.
crossplay or better versions or something? I don't know.
RPG combat. Relive these stories or experience them for the first time.
Again, I've never played Kingdom Hearts, so I have no affinity for this.
If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, I know the cloud versions are on the first game.
Nintendo Switch 2, October 8th.
On the first game, on the first Switch.
A bundle with all 3 compilations. Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3 also launches October 8th. Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Sure. It's already been 50 minutes, so is this finally like Kingdom Hearts 4? They mentioned this like 20 years ago and they haven't done anything or talked about it since. Yeah, this is Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, they have not talked about this game in probably 4 years, I want to say. Is this not just them reusing the footage from last time? Whatever the original trailer was? Possibly not, though. There's gameplay. Yeah, I mean, because I have no affinity for Kingdom Hearts, this does nothing for me, but I'm pretty sure people are losing their minds over this after like a pretty disappointing direct, honestly. So some people are losing it because of this, though this looks kind of, I don't want to say not good, but it looks pretty, I don't know, something about it is weird, like something but it's off. Available at launch, sure, whenever that is.
How was that? Next is our last announcement.
Okay, good. Thank God that wasn't the last thing, because I don't care. It probably isn't going to be anything interesting either, right? Unless it's like Smash, which there's no reason for it to be Smash. So a new Zelda game. Oh yeah, there was going to be an Ocarina remake. So this is Legend of Zelda Ocarina remake, which I'm pretty sure people are going to be happy about.
An ancient solitary tree, quietly.
So I guess that's cool that you got your Kingdom Hearts 4, you got your Ocarina of Time remake at the end of like a abysmal direct.
Were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods.
The little tease they're doing with the music in the background is they're edging with the music.
Who did not have a fairy?
This is what the game's gonna look like. I need to see the gameplay. This freak looks hyper-realistic Link freak. Yeah, Ocarina of Time remake, yeah. I had already seen this on Twitter, someone saying that this was going to happen, so yeah. I'm actually not surprised. 2026, like no gameplay, so that's weird, but that was some weirdly realistic looking Link, so I can only imagine how weird that's gonna look. After going with like, you know, the artistic style for so long, to potentially have like a hyper-realistic look, I think might actually be kind of weird.
Devon-san was appointed as the new president of Nintendo of America. We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san. Thank you for watching.
Oh, did you just say like Bowser quit, right? Oh, this is a new lady. I don't know who this is.
I'm Devin Pritchard, and after 20 years at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending more time with the games themselves. So let's get to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go, with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the controller and play. Thanks for watching. I'm really looking forward to sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you. And now it's time for Treehouse Live. Over to you, team.
I hate that her mannerisms are like the same as, I don't know if Bowser was like that, but that was very what you call it, Reggie Fils-Aimé. The way she was moving around, right? She also kind of creeped me out, honestly. I feel like you should not have let go. Well, you shouldn't have let go of Reggie to begin with, but Reggie probably wanted to leave, and then they can do about that. But Bowser, the man's name was Bowser, okay? His name was Bowser. How in the name, like, how could you let someone named Bowser quit or step down or whatever, right? Retire. You had to keep that man there forever, even if you had to keep him on like life support or something. So I don't know about that. But yeah, we're not really going to sit around and watch the Treehouse here, because there's nothing here I really want to see. I don't want to get spoiled on Star Fox in case I ever play it. So yeah, they didn't really show much of anything here. So yeah, nothing really here for me. I mean, obviously if I had a Switch 2, I would think about Star Fox. Probably would try to rent a lot of these games instead of trying to buy them, because they just cost too much, right? even if Nintendo is trying to lax the prices of their games because they're not selling that well anymore. Yeah, I'll probably just like rent them with GameFly or something. I would maybe try Star Fox. I would, of course, maybe even buy Raiders. All the other stuff is kind of just like whatever. I'm just not really interested in Fire Emblem. I don't remember anything else. Like Wii Sports, if you want to say Wii Sports or Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, that's kind of a disappointment. Like I said, I was like, oh, cool, Sports Resort. And then it's like, oh, half the games are just the games ported from Switch Sports. And you'd even port all of the games. Like, why didn't you port all of the Switch Sports games? You only ported some of them, question mark. So it's like, ugh. And only 12 on top of that. It's like, okay, guys, like, what are you doing? That game better be like $20 at most. Is there anything else I'm like missing out of here? I don't know. They didn't show Xenoblade X. The Monsters game, that's probably fine. Sizzle reel there. Yeah, most of that stuff was ports. Like, this was like Port City, so yeah. I think I am going to say, even if this might be controversial, that might be one of the most disappointing Nintendo Directs I've ever seen, just because it's like the big one for the year, and it's like, oh, almost like 100% of that, or let's say 80% of that. Yeah, that's being kind of harsh, right? But 80% of that is just ports, right? That are already on everything else that people have already played to death. And then some of them are new games that are coming up, but like, that's fine. And then like whatever, right? And of course, like the Ocarina of Time remake and the Kingdom Hearts stuff I don't care about. I know those are big drops to talk about, but I just don't care. So yeah, probably one of the most disappointing directs I have seen in a long time, question mark. And I wasn't expecting anything because I didn't know what to expect, and I was still pretty disappointed, unfortunately. But I was going to go ahead and I need to upload my Neverness Everness video for today, because I was recording that before I had to live stream this. Behind the Kyuuties, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers, become a member, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, so we can watch them and subscribers. And don't forget, we have a throw now as well. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. Behind the Kyuuties, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, hype, and comment. You know what to do. See ya.